Hello, fellow town meeting members. My name is John Connolly. I am this year's chairman of the Finance Committee, and I'm here to speak on the Finance Committee's behalf with respect to Special Town Meeting Article 10, Emery Grover Renovation Supplement. The Finance Committee voted to recommend adoption of Article 10 to appropriate an additional $2,725,000 for the purpose of reconstructing the Emery Grover building for school administration. This additional funding will bring the total cost of the project for design and construction to $23,600,000. The $2,725,000 in additional funding will come from three sources: $340,000 in unspent balances from completed capital projects, $1,090,000 from the overlay surplus fund, and $1,295,000 in new borrowing. The $340,000 in unspent capital funds will come from the following schools' capital projects previously approved by town meeting and now completed, such that the remaining unspent funds are no longer necessary. Those projects are the Mitchell School modular classrooms, the Elliott School technology room conversion, and the school technology replacement project. The $1,090,000 from the overlay surplus fund are funds that were previously set aside in prior year operating budgets to cover any tax abatement proceedings that might result in adverse results against the town. The time limit for bringing any such tax abatement proceedings has now expired, and the unused funds in the overlay surplus fund are now available to be appropriated for other needs. This is a typical practice that we have done in the past with other capital projects, and we are confident that even with this appropriation, the overlay fund remains sufficiently funded for its intended purposes. The $1,295,000 in new borrowing is our usual source of funding for large capital projects that we expect to be in existence for 20 years or more. This new borrowing will further cut into our available capacity for general fund borrowing, bringing us very close to the town's longstanding 3% debt service limit. This must be kept in mind as future capital projects are considered. With respect to the Emery Grover reconstruction project itself, the cost of building the project has substantially increased since the project was first presented to town meeting. A year ago, in October 2021, when town meeting approved design funds to be spent, the total project cost was estimated to be $20,875,000. Now that the project has gone through the design and construction bidding phases, the total project cost for Emery Grover, with the additional funding now requested in this warrant article, is at $23,600,000, an increase of 13%. What must be noted here is that while the $20,875,000 original project budget contained substantial contingencies for expected escalation in supply chain and labor shortage issues, those contingencies proved to be insufficient, such that an additional $2,725,000 is now needed to build the project. The takeaways from this are twofold. First, every effort must be made in the capital project planning stages to estimate the full cost of projects as accurately as possible at the time when projects are approved, so that town meeting knows the true fiscal ramifications of the projects at the time. And also to prevent circumstances such as this, where additional funding is requested so soon after the project was originally approved. And second, at what point do we say that enough is enough and that a project has just become too expensive to do? In the end, the Finance Committee was persuaded that the additional requested funding of $2,725,000 is warranted so as to proceed with the Emery Grover project. The project has been approved by town meeting on two previous occasions, in October 2021 for design funds and in May 22 for construction funds. The work at Hillside to transform it into swing space to accommodate school administration while Emery Grover is under construction is nearly complete and has come in under budget, which is a positive development. The town now has a hard bid in hand from a reputable general contractor who is providing a performance bond guaranteeing that it will construct the Emery Grover project for the sum bid. And the project will be carrying a construction contingency of 17%, which should be more than sufficient to cover any change orders that may arise during construction. We fully expect that this additional funding of $2,725,000 will be the last funding needed so that Emery Grover can be reconstructed. For all these reasons, the Finance Committee recommends that Article 10 be adopted by this special town meeting. Thank you.